What's up, everybody? How's it going, John? This is break number 906BD. It's a 4-box break. Great, man. I appreciate it. Good to hear you. Good to see you, man. 906BD. This is a 4-box break. Half case of Topps basketball jumbos. So here we go. Box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Did you get in the break, John? Two bonus packs. No? Okay. Alright, here we go, guys. Box number 1. There's our first hit of the break. That is a new school of Kasparis Jukuciones. New school of Kasparis. We got Nikkei Clifford on the No Limit. That is Atlanta balling out. That one is not numbered on the gold foil. Dylan Harper on the rise to stardom. There is Ron Holland on the foil. Our first auto, John Behringer for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Joan Behringer. We got Anthony Davis, 82 out of 150 on the blue foil. On the speckles, Isaiah Collier. On the foil, we got Kobe Bufkin. Kobe Bufkin on the foil. We got on the MVP vault, we got Russell Westbrook. Lauri Markkanen on the stars. Not numbered. Blue, Tyrese Proctor. Blue speckles. That one is also not numbered. On the speckles, we have Joker, Nikola Jokic. Rise to stardom, come on, Malak. And we have AJ Green on the foil. We have our relic coming up. All right, we got Jared Allen on the foil. That is Johnny Broom on the No Limit. That one is also not numbered in our relic goes to the Houston Rockets. That is Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet on the relic. That is not numbered on the Own the Game relic. Kevin Garnett on the MVP vault. Steph Curry on the green foil. This one is 26 out of 99. 26 of 99. First half of the first box. What's up, Draken? The daily dribble, we got Igor Demon. No limit on the Rasheer Fleming. Colin Murphy Boyles on the Speckles. Sabonis on the foil. There's Jordan Poole on the Stars. Jordan Clarkson, that is 1078 out of 2025. Guys, I didn't see the number on this one. This is actually the Atlanta Ballers show out. And that is actually gold. 18 out of 50. 18 out of 50 on that one. Nice hit for Atlanta. That's why I usually take my time through the first box, because first time doing this stuff. There's a levitation of Jalen Brunson. Levitation, Jalen Brunson. I missed stuff on the first box, first time doing a product. No Limit, Walter Clayton Jr. Jalen Wilson on the Speckles. I love doing new product, though. It's nice to do something different. We got Trey Johnson on the New School. Trey Johnson III on the New School. Trey Johnson III on the No Limit. On the blue foil, we got Cam Jones. Cam Jones, this one is not numbered. One more pack, then we got our bonus pack of this first box. Guess I should have put these away. If you guys were excited to do that Prism International, we had to cancel that break. They sent us the wrong product. We ended up with Select International instead of Prism International. So we may reschedule that for Wednesday. But we had to cancel everybody's orders, and anybody that had paid, we had to refund their money. Yeah, we're going to look for golden mirrors. Absolutely. They're always backwards now, right in here. So, Con Canoopel on the No Limit. There is purple Quentin Grimes. Purple Derek Queen on the rise to stardom. Speckles of the Milwaukee Bucks. And that is box number 1. Yeah, the Golden Mirrors. This is kind of like Topps Update, which we've been doing a bunch of. And it's all the hits are backwards, just like in Topps Update. So, there we go. Box number 1. Here are our bonus packs in box number 1. On the Mojo, we got Giannis, Joel Embiid, Zach LaVine, Derek Queen, and Adu Thiero. Yeah, none of these were numbered. Pack number 2. Nikkei Clifford. There's Johnny Broom. Evan Mobley. Damian Lillard. And Cam Thomas. Box number 2. How you doing, Thomas Jackson? I see you, my friend. Sorry about that. All right, box number 2. Can go a little bit faster now that I know what I'm looking for. All right, Trey Johnson. That's on the new school. Bam Adebayo on the Stars. We have a purple 236 out of 250. That's Tijane Salon. Yang Hansen on the No Limit. Devin Vassell on the foil. Cooper Flagg on the auto. Going to Dallas. There we go. Cooper Flagg on the auto. Nice hit for the Mavs. Not numbered. Cooper Flagg auto. Congrats to Dallas. All right, got a No Limit of Jace Richardson. We got Pods on the Speckle. Yeah, first box was definitely a warm-up, and there it is. Boot Cooper Flagg. Bang. Congrats to the Dallas spot. Rise to stardom, there is Crispus Jukanoyas. Yeah, I can't say his name. Jaren Jackson on the foil. VJ Edgecombe on the No Limit. Rasheer Fleming on the blue foil speckles. There's Walter Clayton Jr. on the foil. Walter Clayton Jr. rise to stardom. Cedric Coward. There is Dorian Finley-Smith on the speckles for the Lakers. Ben Saraf. Ben Saraf on the No Limit foil. There is Igor Demon on the foil for the Nets, and our round ball remnant of Cedric Coward. Cedric Coward round ball remnant for the Memphis Grizzlies. On the 2025, that's Trey Johnson Jr. on the rookie foil. $18.75 out of 2025, that's Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram for the Toronto Raptors. On the Daily Dribble, we got D-Book. D-Book on the Daily Dribble, not numbered. SGA on the Stars. Jameer Watkins on the Speckles. Dwayne Wade on the foil for the Heat. We got Kama Malak for the Suns. Purple Concanoopel. There's 11 out of 250. Did y'all see Cooper Flag outduel Zion yesterday? Dallas beat him. Was it yesterday or the day before? Battle of the number ones, they called it. Drake Powell on the new school for the Brooklyn Nets. We got Nico Clifford on the No Limit. Dalton Connect on the Speckles. That's a nice picture. Ingram is the most traded NBA modern player. It was a good game. It was a good game. I like a lot of points. I did not know that. Thank you, Thomas. We got VJ Edgecombe on the Daily Dribble. Rasheer Fleming, No Limit. That is on the blue speckles, Buddy Hield. And the last pack of box number 2 before our bonus Mojo packs. Here we go. Can we get a bonus auto? CJ McCollum on the Stars. There's Kasparas Jack. I don't know how to say the last name, so I'm going to call him Kasparas Jack. Lauri Markkanen. There's Brandon Ingram on the Speckles. And there, my friends, is box number deuce. Box number 2. But now comes the fun stuff. the bonus packs of Mojo. Now let's get some numbers and let's get some color. And there's some color right there. Let's get an auto. Jameer Watkins for Washington. Whew. They're having a rough year. Tyrese Proctor. Jalen Green. Jeremiah Fears. And our Aqua 5 out of 199. That is Benedict Mathern. Benedict Mathern to 199 for the Indiana Pacers. And our second Mojo pack. We got Yang Hansen, Drake Powell, Rasheer Fleming, Elijah Martin, and there's Kawhi Leonard. Thomas, you're funny. Box number 3. Box number 3. All right, here we go. Box number 3. Daily Dribble, that is Paolo Banchero. Donovan Mitchell on the Stars. SGA on the Speckles. And the way Oklahoma City is playing, man, they're going to win it again, and he's going to win another MVP if he keeps that up. Man, that team is good. They're 16-1 right now. Unreal. Devin Booker on the foil. No limit of Johnny Brome. Jonathan Kuminga on the blue Speckles. There is Carter Bryant on the new school. Russell Westbrook on the MVP vault. Andrew Nebhart on the Speckles. On the Daily Dribble, we got KG, Kevin Garnett. Kevin Durant. KD is our case hit. Home court of Kevin Durant for the Phoenix Suns. Blah, if you're still here, will you check the home court case hit of Kevin Durant? See if it's worth one touching. We got Isaiah Hartenstein, 100 out of 250. Thank you, Blah. Nice hit for the Phoenix Suns. I'm in Phoenix. There's no sun out right now. We've had nothing but rain for a couple of days. Rise to Stardom of Carter Bryant. Mikal Bridges on the foil. Tyrese Halliburton on the Stars. There is the Mavericks on the Speckles. I'm thinking it is, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to one touch it if it's not worth one touching. You know my criteria, guys. Over $100. If it's comping for over 100, I one touch. And Cooper Flag, if it was numbered, probably be a one touch. Nike Clifford on the New School. Wemby on the Stars. Lonzo Ball 142 out of 150 on the blue. 75 to 110 on eBay. Man, that's pushing it. Last three sales were 58, 91, and 75. Love or hate the guy. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, it is a love-hate relationship. So, I don't hate the guy, but I don't love the guy. We're going to go like that. Put that one right there. All right. Yeah. We're just going to we're going to top load it. There's Ryan Kalkbrenner on the No Limit. There's Ryan again on the rookie throwback foil. Chris Middleton on the auto. Chris Middleton for Washington on the auto. Not numbered. No Limits of Con Canoopel. There's Portland Trailblazers on the Speckles. We'll do it like that. Make it easier. There's Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas on the foil Stars. Yannick Conan Niederhauser on the foil. Carter Bryant on the Rise. Jonathan Kuminga 556 out of 2025. Two packs left in box number 3. And then we have our 2 Mojo packs. There's Marcus Sassour on the foil. No Limit of Ryan Kalkbrenner. Jamal Murray on the Speckles. It is a pretty nice, cool card, though. That is Cam Jones on the No Limit foil. Carter Bryant on the throwback foil. Rise to the occasion. That's Chaz Lanier. Chaz Lanier for Detroit, rising to the occasion on the relic. Detroit, just so you know. There is some damage on the top of the card there. I thought it was part of the card. That's why I didn't say anything at first. It's part of the card. It is damaged a little bit, just so you know. I will send Detroit a wrapper. Contemporary marks, yes. No limit, Jeremiah Fears. Joel Embiid on the blue speckles. Why? Is that good, Draken? Last sales 506.19. Not numbered, Draken. You're talking. All right. Well. There you go. You double checked. Contemporary marks. Right there. Well, that's a good one. The Cooper needs a one touch. Got it. All right, our 2 bonus packs. The Catman, Karl Anthony Towns. Colin Murphy Boyles. We got gold. Walter Claxton. Zachary Richachier. Or Walter Clayton, excuse me. Walter Clayton. Gold. Is it an auto? It is. Top certified auto, gold. That's Brooks Barnhizer. Brooks Barnhizer, 19 out of 50 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Brooks Barnhizer. Is that a one touch also, guys? I mean, I'm asking honestly. Is that guy any good? I've never heard of him. All right, second one. Second pack, we got Tyrese Maxey, Scoot Henderson. That is blue. That is D'Angelo Russell, Ace Bailey. This is not an auto. This is going to the Suns. That is 129 out of 150. Kobe Brea. Kobe Brea to 150 on the blue. Yeah. I've never heard of the guy. But then again, when I pulled a gold Shota Imanaga auto one time, I had never heard of Shota either at that time. So, but I've watched some basketball this year. I've never heard of the guy. If he's even on the team, he could be in the D League. Don't know. He is in the NBA though. Okay. He is in the NBA. He's just no sales on the Brooks. Okay. Box number 4. There's your 2 bonus packs. Box number 4. Here we go. OKC has a deep bench. Yeah, that's true. That's why they're 16-1. Yeah, for sure. That is a levitation of Walter Clayton Jr. Walter Clayton Jr. on the levitation. Nolan Traore on the rise to stardom. Desmond Bain on the speckles. Yeah, like $60 on the auto to 50. Cool. Thanks, guys. There is Kaman Malak on the foil for the Suns. Liam McNeely, no limit. Cam Thomas on the blue speckles. Yeah, those are awesome looking cards, the levitations. Igor Demin on the new school. SGA on the vault. That is on the MVP vault, numbered 119 out of 150. That's a nice looking card right there. There is the Golden State Warriors on the speckles. Daily dribble, there's Kevin Durant. No limit of Igor Demin. James Harden on the purple. That is 80 out of 250. 80 out of 250. There's Zachary Richaudière on the NBA rookie. What is it? All rookie team. I love the all rookie team symbol for the basketball. The baseball one is really cool, but the basketball one they really went overboard with, and I love it. Pack number 5 of the last box. There is Nolan Traore on the foil rise to stardom. Adu Fierro for the Lakers. LeBron on the MVP vault. Speckles of the Pacers. Daily dribble, there's Dylan Harper for the Spurs. Nolan Traore for Brooklyn on the no limit. Yuki on the purple, 44 out of 250 for Memphis. Scotty Barnes on the foil stars. Terrence Mann. Marks of Excellence auto of Andrew Nebhard. Andrew Nebhard on the Marks of Excellence auto. This is not numbered. Rise to stardom, Con Canoopel. Rudy Gobert on the speckles. Last 3 packs. Then we got 2 bonus packs. That is Kevin Durant on the MVP vault. Colin Murphy-Boyles on the foil. Marks of Excellence auto. There's a back-to-back. This one is gold to 50. 10 out of 50. Nicholas Claxton, or Nick Claxton, as they call him now. Nick Claxton, Marks of Excellence auto to 50. Nice hit for the Brooklyn Nets. Noah Eskinji. There's Cameron Johnson, 1278 out of 2025. That was nice of Topps to give us an extra auto. Unlike Panini, where they just keep taking them and taking them and taking them. I'm going to guess the relic's going to be in that pack. It's not usually in the first pack, but you watch. I'm going to get it wrong. I did. The relic's right there. Of course I got it wrong. There is Noah Eskinji on the No Limit foil. Nike Clifford on the rookie throwback. And then here is Joan Behringer. Joan Behringer for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is on the Rise. Rise to the Occasion relic. This one is not numbered. On the Stars, we got Kevin Durant. Dyson Daniels on the blue speckles. And our last pack. Manu Ginobili. That is Manu Ginobili for the Spurs on the foil. Scotty Barnes on the Stars. Chris Middleton on the speckles. And that is your last box. All right, let's do our last 2 bonus packs of Mojos. Last 2 Mojo packs. Then we'll do a full recap. All right, our first Mojo card, we got a Giannis. Giannis on the Mojo. Not numbered. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid. Zach LaVine. We got Derek Queen. Derek Queen for New Orleans rookie. And we have Kasparas Jacques for the Heat. Eventually I'll learn how to say his last name. It just takes time. Tyrese Proctor for Cleveland rookie. For Houston, that is Jalen Green. Jalen Green. Anthony Edwards, the Ant-Man for Minnesota. Tyler Hero for Miami. And the last card of the break is a rookie for the Washington Wizards, Trey Johnson III. Trey Johnson III. All right, let's get a recap in. All right, here we go. Recap time. Start by recapping the mojos. Here we go. We got Trey Johnson, Tyler Hero, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Green, Tyrese Proctor, Kasparis Jacques, Derek Queen, Zach LaVine, Joel Embiid, Giannis, Walter Clayton, Zachary Richardson, Colin Murphy-Boyles, Catman, Karl Anthony Towns, Ace Bailey, D'Angelo Russell, Scoot Henderson, Tyrese Maxey, Jeremiah Fears, Tyrese Proctor, Jameer Watkins, Kawhi Leonard, Aliyah Martin, Rasheer Fleming, Drake Powell, Yang Hansen, Jalen Green, Nike Clifford, Cam Thomas, Damian Lillard, Evan Mobley, Johnny Broom, Adu Thiero, Derek Queen, Zach LaVine, Joel Embiid, and Giannis. All right. Our short printed color on the blue speckles: Dyson Daniels, Cam Thomas, Joel Embiid, Jonathan Kuminga, Buddy Hield, Rasheer Fleming, Cam Jones, Tyrese Proctor. On the new school, we got Igor Demon, Nike Clifford, Carter Bryant, Drake Powell, Trey Johnson III twice, and Kasparis Jacques. On the levitation, Walter Clayton Jr. and Jalen Brunson. On the 2025 rookie, Trey Johnson for the Wizards. And on the purple, we had Quentin Grimes. Our numbered cards to 2025. We have Cameron Johnson, Jonathan Kuminga. There's Brandon Ingram and Jordan Clarkson. To 250, Yuki Kawamura, James Harden, Isaiah Hartenstein, Con Canoople, and Tidjane Salaam. This is to 199, Benedict Mathern. To 150, Lonzo Ball. That is SGA on the MVP vault. 119 out of 150. Kobe Bryant and Anthony Davis on the stars. To 99. That is Steph Curry. Steph Curry to 99 for Golden State. And for the Atlanta Hawks, it's the team card. And it is Risha Sher and Trae Young on the cover. Atlanta balling out. Our relics. That is Joan Behringer on the relic. Chaz Lanier on the relic. I gotta send Detroit a pack for one of our wrappers for that in case. And we have on the round ball remnant. That is Cedric Coward. And Fred Van Vliet on the Own the Game for Houston. Our autos: Andrew Nebhart on the Marks of Excellence, Chris Middleton. We have Jean Behringer on the Contemporary Marks auto. That is for Minnesota. For Oklahoma City, that is Brooks Barnhizer, and that is gold, 19 out of 50. And the Marks of Excellence to 50, Nick Claxton for the Brooklyn Nets. We had a case hit of a home court of Kevin Durant going to the Phoenix Suns. And a hit of the break, Cooper Flag, Contemporary Marks auto, not numbered, but it's a big card, everybody says, and I believe them because basketball is not my thing. It is, it just, I don't do as much as I should. There we go, Cooper Flag on the auto. There's your break, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you hit something. Hope to see you all next time. Have a great afternoon, y'all.